But yeah, that I will just take this moment to re-acknowledge that this group is very good for me, and I do listen to this group because actually you've done it really clearly, Synthonia. But I think in different ways, everybody in here has done it, whether it's on the podcast or in a meeting or So I'm grateful for that.
Give thanks, same way. And Adriana, go ahead and close us out with that final podcast question.
Okay. Tell us what the world around you looks like when you're practicing self-love, Tone.
You knew to call on me first because I was ready. Because when I'm practicing self-love, like I just love it because like everything just feels in flow. Like, dare I say that everything seems easy around me? Dare I say it? Like I'm attracting beautiful things, people, conversations, even the help that people ask me for, like out walking up, leaving work, coming home one day, and I'm at the Long Island Railroad station, and there's these stairs, this escalator going up. Let me speed up the story. There's somebody in a wheelchair, and they can't get up. The elevator's broken, and this person sitting at the bottom of the escalator, and everybody is just going. And this person didn't have the voice chakra was blocked, didn't ask for this was something. I just like intuitively I just knew what was happening, and I'm just like, my train was coming, but I don't know, I was just like, you need help, like, and he was just like, yes, thank you so much, boom, helped them up the escalator. And I'm telling you, I think the way this guy just blessed me so much, I think I'm getting a blessing just because he, like, it was so genuine. He was just like, thank you so much. You are so blessed. You're so light, your spirit. So I enjoy things like that. Like, I enjoy those things, like those moments that happen in my life, because it lets me lets me know, like, I'm moving right. I'm on the right track. It just feels good to my spirit. So things like that happen, like, I get called for like mad overtime to get extra money, like, just things just line up and add up. Like, my body doesn't feel tight. It doesn't feel tense in the morning when I wake up. Like, it's just flow state. It's flow state. It's when I'm practicing self-love. But I'm gonna tell you very, very seriously, it takes us, like, I have to be consistent in my self-love for a period of time to get to that state. But let me tell you something. if I like put down the self-love, or if I put it on the back burner for like, say, a week, all of that beautiful everything, I'm telling you, that stuff will just start like dwindling so fast. Like, you just, it's just like, yeah. So I notice it very, very vividly, because I know when I'm doing it, how it is, and when I stop doing it, I see how fast, like, things start acting crazy around. So that's what it looks like to me. It looks good. It feels light. It feels like joy. It just feels like gratitude to the universe. It just feels like I just smile and just be like, thank you so much, universe. That's what it feels like when I'm in self-love.
So when you lean into a challenge and you meet that challenge and you're met with ease, that's what it looks like to you. I love that. Caroline, what you got?
Very similar. I saw a video on Instagram years ago with this young black woman, and she was walking down the street, but she was dancing, and that kind of summarizes, like, I'm skanking down the road, like I'm bubbling everywhere I'm going. It's like, it feels like that, and it feels like empowerment, because it is messy, as we said. But what I've learned about myself is there's a lot that I tolerate that I don't agree with. So when I'm in full self-love mode, I'm just licking off shot, you know what I mean? Everywhere I go, it's bang, 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 bang. Shut him up, do this, do that, and it feels so good, because the amount of anxiety that I create in myself, sitting around thinking, am I going to upset them? What's the consequence of this going to be? Does that make me a bad person? Am I horrible now because I said this? But because I've got literally no tolerance right now for modal and everything else, and the self-love mode, I just say it, and it's wonderful, and nothing happens, nothing bad happens, and like you said, Cynthia, in your flow state. And I just want to say that I love the fact that what I heard in what you said was that the self-love allowed you to slow down, because it's not like all those people that walked past that man in the wheelchair were evil. They hadn't slowed down enough to consider, does he need help? You had slowed down enough to look outside of yourself. And that really, for me, is what self-love is. What self-love looks like is really loving on yourself gives you the capacity. It's that put your gas mask on first thing, isn't it?
That's a good point. That was beautiful, right? True.
Am I?
Yeah. It looks like this backdrop. Nah, clarity. I get a lot of a sense of clarity. You do take that time to acknowledge what's going on around you when you're loving on yourself. Like, you know what? You made time for yourself. Now you can take that time to hear the birds chirping, see the greens of the season, and really be in tune, tapped in, turned on to what's really happening out here.
That's
Well,
a good point.
You know, practicing that for sure.
Dig that. I will jump on that point and say that for me, it looks like I'm gonna get woo again. But when you are in a balanced state, and you'll notice when it dims. Like it seems like Tone, for example, has a specific type of glow on her. She may not even see it, but it's a glow that comes up off you. You know what I'm saying? It's like you are oozing happy right now, which I love to see. That's dope. You know. And that sort of happy is a type of organic that you can't fake. There are a lot of people that try, but honestly, it comes from doing the work. It comes from the consistency of the work. And I will say, like I've had plenty of times where it's been more glowy and been more dim, but every time that I get to a point where it's dim because life happens, what it looks like for me is always finding that glow and trying my best to soak it up and trying to keep it as glowy as possible, as long as possible. And also like to tag on to what IMI said, like truthfully, when you go outside and just sit down and really take in what the world has to offer you, it kind of puts things in perspective for you. And that is a awesome feeling. I think a lot of people don't slow down enough to notice those simple things. Like, how does that work? How does this grow? Why are the trees blowing this way and not this way? All of those little things are important and can bring you peace if you're able to slow down enough to love yourself enough to actually see that. And it takes a specific type of focus to do that. So that is what it looks like for me. It looks like that glowy state and doing the best I can do to maintain it.
Like that, especially it's hard to stay in it for a period of time. But I mean, I guess once you step into that identity and you're making those decisions constantly, consistently, like if you know what I'm saying, you probably stay in that state for longer periods of time. But I'm like you too. I be trying to like stay into that state as long as possible. You know, stay in that state as long. Like self-love, like you know, it's just so easy to fall out of it. It's just so.
That's when it gets ugly, right?
Let me use my words properly. In the past, you know, the old me loved being who I was. So the challenges of consistently making those decisions was not favorable. But it is I'm gonna be in that state for longer periods of time too, because I feel that too. I feel like every time I get to that state, I feel like another chunk of that old identity is okay with it, is letting go. You know, so yeah. But I like what you said too.
I had a
That'll work, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead.
I had a
Oh, I just
conversation
said that'll work. Go ahead.
She said, "Go ahead."
someone
Go ahead,
yesterday at the event. We were talking about manifestation. I was talking to some of the team that were working on the event, and somebody said to me, she said, you know, when I was a child, I would sit out in the garden and I would watch how the blades of grass blow in the wind, and I would ask a question, and I would know that God was speaking to me through that. And we get older and we forget those things. And for me, that reinforces what you guys are saying and what I know I've had to do for myself. You know, I've been on a journey of just going back to that place within me as a child where you wake up every day and it's an adventure and it's a new day, and you don't question the trees, like you said, Adriana, the wind blowing that way as God giving you affirmation. You know it's God. You just don't question it, and we get that taught out of us in this society, not through our family necessarily, but through the programming tools. So I think it's beautiful that you said that, Synthonia, as well. And always having the responsibility to do it and knowing that in doing it, there's going to be a challenge. That I think that is fundamentally essential to understand, because I think there's a misconception that spirituality and rising up and, you know, is this put a flower in your hair and go skipping through the forest.
Mm-hmm.
It's messy, it's dirty, it's crying, but there is the other, you come out the other side. And the more you can do that, I'm not as in nature as you guys, but I'm gonna be, because I am taking the constant message from Adriana, like Adriana and Emmanuel particularly. I'm like, okay, I heard you. I'm gonna go and hug my tree, okay? You know, but it is a very quick way of bringing you back, isn't it?
Yep.
Yes.
It makes you look at fear a little bit differently too. It has to be in the passenger seat because it's fear, right? It's one of the emotions, but let it ride with you as opposed to letting it overcome you. Like, don't let it consume you. I would say that too, because that is one of my crutches that I'm learning to overcome, is letting fear propel you as opposed to consume you into like all of those what ifs that don't really matter, because you won't find out until you take the step.
Mm-hmm. I think people should look at fear more as curiosity. Like, whenever you just feel like really, really fearful of something, just like try to make your mind like think like if you feel that fear, like just like what's gonna happen from this? Because that's really what fear is. I believe, like, just not knowing what's gonna happen at the other end of that like decision or that situation or whatever. So I don't know. I try to do it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Depends on how.
Right.
It depends on the magnitude of the fear. If it's a little, I could trick my mind into making it a curious thing. I'm still working on it though, but I think it's a cool thing for people to try.
But it never, just to bring it back, it never happens. The thing that you're afraid of doesn't happen unless you work really hard to manifest it. You know? But it doesn't happen. And this was a conversation that we had as well about pushing and pulling the universe. You know what I mean? Like, if you look at everything you've ever succeeded in, you had no doubt and you had no fear. You just went for it. You just knew, you know what I'm saying? The things that we grapple with, it's not being present, and it's creating a false reality. But that false reality does not manifest unless you make it. That's again the power of the mind, is knowing that if I sit and I ruminate on this, and I know you've spoke a lot about it, Synthonia, and you, Adriana. If I sit and ruminate on this, I know it's bad, So I have to take myself out of that rumination, however I can do it, you know what I mean? But that's what creates it.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right, Ma, you got any final thoughts?
I think one thing that the audience should take from this portion of the pod is that self-love requires work. Like Caroline said, getting to that level of spirituality is not running bare feet and putting flowers in your hair, singing and chanting, but that we take that time for ourselves to get to the space where we can shine bright, like this backdrop once again that Caroline. In the podcast section, discussion, conversation part of Self-Love Summer, and we'll be right back with the performances.